What's going on, YouTube? Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, we always start off with a great big thank you to all the men and women in all branches of service. Thank you so much for doing what you do, so the rest of us are free to do what we do. Second, yep, I'm still a vapor. Vaping's a part of my daily life, and we got to keep fighting. The FDA is trying to take it away from us. There's all kinds of state and local governments trying to take it away from us. So there's always all kinds of links down below for things that we can do to keep fighting. Okay, so obviously we're outside again. You can see my campers behind me. My daughter here standing next to me. She's volunteered to help out for this video. So we're going to talk about this this camper behind us.
Alright, so here we are in the front of the camper. This is a hybrid camper, so that bunk folds down. We're going to do that after we walk around. Obviously the big white cover in the front is where the propane tanks go. It holds two 20-pound tanks. The two battery boxes in the front, I've upgraded to dual batteries, so that way when I'm hunting I can charge less. Alright, so if we can get our helper up here, we've got the hot water heater. There you go, there's the hot water heater right there. That's the open it up and where we can do the maintenance and whatnot that we need to do. And if we come down a little farther, the outside shower that we're not going to open up there, and then there's the water connection to hook a hose to it, and right above that is to fill the water tank if you're going someplace that you don't have a water connection. Directly next to that is going to be your furnace exhaust, and then you've got the backside of the refrigerator if you need to do any maintenance there. And all of the draining points and everything are underneath, basically right there. If we drop down like this, we can see that's where you're gonna drain your black tank, so for your toilet and whatnot. We've got the electrical, and here's the back. This is another bunk that folds down. Yes, it says Jay Feather and my name is Jay, but I did not buy it because it has my name on it. Let me come back around here. We're not going to fold the awning out today, but that folds out, gives you some nice shade and whatnot. We're going to take a look at this. We're going to take a look at this tire. This is a 15-inch tire. The camper originally came with 13-inch tires, or 13-inch wheels. And it was 3 inches lower. I've raised this camper 3 inches and put bigger tires under it because I hunt on state land and I've got to go down a fairly nasty 2-track to get back there, so I wanted the extra ground clearance. Okay, so if we come up here, this is an access to get some of the storage. That storage is actually underneath the couch, but you can access it from out here also. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to give the camera to our lovely little helper here, and I'm going to show you how these bunks unfold.
All right. Okay, so the front bunk here is very simple to use. You've got the two latches that just do that. You get your two latches. This will simply just fold down, and it's suspended by cables. You need to make sure that your skirt comes down over the edge so we don't end up trapping water. And then the rest of it's done from the inside. The back is just as easy. Come on around back. Okay, and the back is exactly the same way. You got two latches, and then simply pull it down. Again, supported by cables on the inside. And make sure that this gets pulled down over the edge so you're not trapping any water. Alright, now we can go inside and finish these bunks up. Alright, so once inside, this is the front bunk. You've got the support rod, and then if we can look right down here, I've marked it so I can always get center. And it simply just pushes on, and then just lift it up, push it out. Very, very similar to a
pop-up camper, but mostly hard sides. This is the only canvas. This is the front bunk and the back bunk. We're gonna do the same to the back bunk. Alright, so grab our pole. And because the mattress is kind of in the way, you're not going to be able to see me get it on the hoop. But obviously get it turned up. And again, that just pushes right up. Throw your mattress out. That bunk is done. It's ready to be used. All right, so now that the bunks are open, you'll notice there's no mattress on that one. That's because I didn't really like the foam mattress, so I use an air mattress on that. That is a queen bunk, and the back bunk is just a twin bunk. If we pan down here, this is the couch, obviously. Nice, very comfy couch, but it's also a jackknife. So we're gonna get our helper.
Ooh, nice.
All right, so this here's our nice comfy couch, and it also folds out for if you have small children. So it simply lifts up. Keep going. And folds down. There you go. Now you have a nice small bed for basically children. My 13-year-old daughter, who is modeling it currently, does not fit there.
No.
Okay. But that folds up just as easily. And then the dinette, like most dinettes, the table will drop down, and that's another bed. Adults can fit on there pretty easily, but you know, it's not the greatest place to sleep. All right, there is also storage underneath each one of the benches. Under this bench on this side is where the water pump is, and underneath against the wall, that's where the hot water heater was. All right, so then we're gonna swing right behind there, and here's a bunch of your outlets and where you can hook your cable TV up. And then this little information thing here is for your battery indicator. You press that and it shows you how your batteries are. We're plugged in, so it's going to show 100%. And then the rest of these are all going to show empty, because those are for the freshwater, gray water, and black water tanks. But it gives you an idea of how full those are. Underneath there is thermostat. I've upgraded to something programmable because it works better than the cheapo one that came with it. Tiny bit of storage on top of the refrigerator, directly behind those. There is our refrigerator that we'll get our lovely helper to show us. And then it has freezer up above. Not a huge freezer, but a pretty good sized refrigerator, and it works very good on both gas and electric. Alright, so behind that, the door there, is the bathroom / closet. Closet is pretty much how we use it, because I camp where they don't have water hookups and all that kind of stuff. So I've actually basically converted it to a closet. Put up a rod so we can hang up some stuff, but you know, it's panned down. Here's the sink. There's a tiny bit of storage under the sink. The shower, which is basically where we're putting all of our sleeping bags, and then there's also the little toilet. So then we close that and swing back around, and here's the back bunk again, and there's our helper being all funny and goofy. So if we swing back out of the back bunk, here's the door, screen door. I've got the big door open, and here's our little kitchenette area. Basically, it has I got the big stove that has 3 burners. It's not just the 2 little burners. It does actually have an oven that we've used just a little bit. Back there is a cutting board that you can actually use to give yourself more counter space. You can either put it on top of the stove. Alright, and here's our sink. We've got an awkward angle on this because this is the only angle I can get that doesn't give us a bunch of glare from the sun from where I've got the camper parked. Alright, and then above we have a nice big cabinet for storage. You know, microwave if you are hooked up to a 120 outlet. More storage there. Here we go. More storage next to the microwave. Let's see, the light's not gonna, there we go. So above the bunk, there's a little storage there. Above the dinette, there's some more storage there. We have, you know, the radio that if you hook up the TV and all that, you can control all that kind of stuff. And that's pretty much it. Well, let's see, if we go all the way back down to the floor, below the refrigerator, that's where the furnace is. It is a ducted furnace, so you have air coming out at the front of the furnace. There's also a warm air duct that comes out underneath the dinette. And then right there in front of the back bunk, there's another vent there. There's actually a vent in the bathroom as well. Alright, so if we come down here, and you can see the circular vent up on the right hand side, then you've got this little tiny box with a green light. That is a carbon monoxide detector wired directly in, so anytime the camper has power, that has power. And then directly below that is the power inverter, so it takes your 110 and turns it to 12 volt and lets the 110 run through the rest of the plugs in the camper. Small little bit of storage there. Continuing to go low underneath the sink. I don't know how well our lighting is going to be. There's some more storage there, some more storage underneath the stove. But that's a quick little look. The one thing that I will say that I did not notice until after I bought this camper, let's see, there are no drawers. So like when you keep your silverware and whatnot, I had to be a little creative on how I did that. I've got some storage things that I keep up inside the cupboards. Alright, so there's a quick little look at the camper. I hope that if you're looking at something like this, that it's helped you out, maybe give you a better idea what it is that you're looking at. And a special thanks to my little helper here. She's being all silly. But I'm Jay. Remember, keep on fighting, keep on vaping. Alright, so here we are sitting. Alright, get it out.
Get what up?
You're being all goofy.
I was gonna say I'm comedic relief, but I'm not.